You come here often? Well, if you do, you notice I've been gone for a bit. I was down for the count, in the hospital even for a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. I am back, ladies and gentlemen, full force, just in time for 5.2, and today we're looking at the Champions of Lei Shen. This is going to be obviously a longer video, unfortunately. There's a lot to look at, but trying to get right into it. The plan is, first of all, to talk a bit about the rare mob situation in 5.2, and then we're going to go to each location. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, they're not all going to be up. I would have liked to camp them, but as I said, I was in the hospital for a while. I just lost a lot of time, so got to get this video out there now. But I'll give you some tips and tricks on how to find them, exactly where the location should be, and that'll be it. At the end, we'll wrap it up, I think. But first things first, let's discuss the rare mob situation in 5.2. It's a bit different, so there's some things to explain. Okay, so current model 5.0, 5.1 rares. You track it, you use your add-on NPC scan, Silver Dragon type, swoop down on your flyer, go to fucking attack it. All well and good if you're alone, but chances are you weren't alone, especially in the very beginning. Like, this is going to be, things are going to be heavily looked at, heavily camped. There's going to be some reasons to camp some of these, obviously, as there was old world rares, Pandaria rares. And that obviously puts a price on the head of the mob. So what they have done here is, okay, they have essentially implemented a system that is going to allow rares now to be very similar to how the world bosses are going to work. All you have to do is do damage to them, and you'll be on the loot table. But to complicate things, whenever one person does, it's going to increase the mob's health by 5% or 50% actually. Now, MMO Champ has a good piece on this, so you can go check this out if you want. But essentially, what's going to happen is I'll be fighting a rare, and somebody else will come along, and they will, fight it with me, and the health will increase to make it harder for the both of us. But we'll both get loot. We don't even have to be in a party. We don't even have to be on the same server or faction. Okay, as long as you are both fighting a mob, you will get credit for it. Now that makes me think people are going to be doing the switch for cross-realm servers, all this shit, but I mean, it's whatever. You do what you got to do. Go get the mobs. I feel like this could cause some griefing, though. All people have to do is, like, really enter combat with it, and it's going to increase the health, and then they can just run away. So, I don't know. We'll see how this pans out, but it sounds like a brilliant idea. So, let's get to the locations. Okay, so we are starting in the order of appearance on the list. We'll go down the rows, and as I said, wrap it up at the end, hopefully. Like I said, they're not all going to be up. I'm really fortunate that the first one's up. It makes me look good. It makes you guys think, wow, this guy's really got his shit together. But you will soon realize I do not, very, very shortly. Anyway, so this is the first one, Haywire Sunreaver Construct. Okay, he's right here. He's just fucking hopping about. I'm not going to be pulling these or killing these. I don't have the interest. But this is, I'll show you where on the map it is. It's down here. Let's minimize or maximize it for you. It's in the Ikolkrag, that Russian place. Very, very easy to come to. The only real entrance is over there, or perhaps all the way on the other side of the beach. But the official coordinates are 5390, although I'm currently at 4890. But you see why that is, as he kind of like runs up and down the beach. So if you're interested in him, come out, get him. And that'll be it. Come out, get that part of the achievement. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next one, going to the right side, is Mumta. Okay, this guy is a Mogu guy. I'll show you on the map where he is. It is in the Court of Bones. Okay, you'll see my arrow directly in the middle of this little structure. Very hard to miss. It's in between the Zatual and the Court of Bones area. Now, at first, I did not realize this, but he is upstairs. Okay, you got to go up the stairs and around. There'll be a little area down here, but he is officially listed at 3562. Which I am damn near perfect on, if I actually got right on top of him. And that's him. Okay, so one thing I did want to mention, I forgot to mention on the Haywire guy. In the description is /tar for every one of these. Okay, and the coordinates. So basically, if these guys are not up, well, even if you don't know they're up, just come to the area and use the /tar macro, and it'll try to target them, and if it can, then they'll appear on your screen. And if it can't, then they're gone. They are gone, or if they're dead, they'll still get targeted when they're dead. But that should make finding these a lot easier. So I've taken that liberty to help everyone out. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next one on the objective list. Kulai the Sky Claw, back on the left side now, guys, so try to follow. Kulai the Sky Claw. He is supposed to officially listed at 3782, if I remember correctly. That's where I'm at. It's should be here, okay, but he is obviously not up, which is understandable as they are rares, and unfortunately I apologize, but I cannot sit here and wait for them all to be up to make this video. But much to my dismay, we're going to do it either way. Now, I assume from what I see this picture, he looks to be like right around this area. It's going to be a giant blue troll with a blue terror wing, much like these guys flying around. So if it's not, it might actually be flying around maybe instead of these kind of guys. But either way, use the tar macro and the coordinates I've given you in the description to come on here and find them yourself. Let's move on to the next one. Further down the list, right side, Gentes is the next one. This one is officially listed at 5172. Damn near perfect on the scouter up here. It shows, I'll show you exactly on the map where we are. We are at Crag again, so unfortunately a bit of sidewinding, but this one's a bit harder to find than the other one. It is on top of this giant mountain. You'd have to come in from that entrance right down there and then circle all around and then come up here, and then that ramp there takes you up here. Look at this. How cool is this costume, right? But anyway, he'd be up there. Not here currently when I'm trying to do it, but use the stuff in the description to help you find him. Should be right next to this skull, though. Moving on. Damn, this guy just got murked. Look at this. This motherfucker here, Deathbringer from the Warsong clan, just took him out. Anyway, yeah, this is a turtle guy. Goda on the list. The left side again. I've actually killed him a few weeks ago, but he is officially listed at 5353. Essentially directly next to the entrance of the thunder, outcropping, the palace bit. Very, very hard to miss. Like, this guy is probably going to be killed all the time. Should be one of the ones that you see by accident, but if you don't know where he is, can't find him, come out here and use the stuff in the description. Otherwise, fuck him, dude. Fuck a turtle if you can't take a joke. Let's keep moving. Next on the list, back to the right side, God Hulk Ramuk. I think that's Egyptian. But either way, he's going to be right here. This one's one of the easier ones to find as well. You'll see him. He'd just be standing here. I'm not sure if he's still Pats or something, but he used to kind of stand here and then walk down by these gates and then walk back up. Officially listed at 6150, spot on, right exactly where it says it should be. As I said, just right in front of these sets of gates. Okay, very right side of the complex. Don't forget, these have to be done at a certain time. Obviously this area has to be open for it to be there. So hopefully you guys understand that. But hey, look at this guy again. He must be hunting him as well. Let's move it. Moving on. Keeping it going. I'm booming. The train's moving. Let's go. Next one. Oh damn! This guy's got that nice orb, man. I don't know what that shit is. Very, 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 very cool looking. A lot of crazy shit. Let me show you this shit too before I. There's some crazy shit coming in this game, man. Stuff that you take for granted. Look at this fucking shit. Just a giant, when did they add this model? I haven't seen this model get added. Like a giant octopus thing with a fucking spear through it. Anyway, this is Alta Beam, I guess. Alta Beam, the all-seeing. Alta Beam, I don't know how you say that shit. I don't give a fuck, but officially listed at 4420, 30-ish. All right, so pretty close. If I was standing right on top of him, we'd be right there. But he's pretty hard to miss. Show you the map. On this little bay, see, I originally thought he was going to be up in the mountains based on the location, but he is not. He is on the beach, very, very close to the Horde thing. If you have max camera distance, you might even be able to fucking see this area while you're in the base. But come on here, check out this fucking pot he's got as well. Let's keep it going, keep it rolling. It's funny because when I came through here to get this piece for the Mogu lore one, the Thunder King lore that I did a video on as well. I ran into this guy, and now that I'm making a video on this guy, he's not here. But essentially, is this that guy again? No, it's not. Essentially, he is out here. It is Backbreaker Uru. Now, he's not going to be outside. He's going to be in the cave. Okay, he's going to be, like, patting around. Not up currently. I'll have a run-through, but officially listed at 5027-ish. So basically just in the cave. I'll show you the map. See this little entrance to the outside here? The right side is where you enter, and there's 2 exits. The top left entrance, he's going to be in this pathway if he's up. So we'll have a quick run through just to make sure he's not actually up. Actually, let's do what I've been recommending everyone else do. /tar Backbreaker. No, he's not up, but he would be in this area. Oh, look, there's a trove. Let's get that. Look at that. We got all kinds of shit. Really cool. Can't wait for this expansion. But yeah, let's keep on keeping on. Move on to the next one. Let's see what's in this thing. Oh, 2 charms. Nasty. Oh, anyway, yeah, so this is Lube. Okay, second to last one. We're almost done here, so hopefully you've stuck around at this point. I've killed this guy before, no doubt, because he is right next to Itoka, the Forge Master, that I've already made a video on as well. This guy is always, I don't know why, but every time I come by this area, he is up. I would put him up there with the turtle as being probably the easiest ones to get. Luban officially listed at 5435, but more colloquially called the Forge area. Very easy to find. As I said, you just come down those fucking steps. He's right by Itoka. But look at the maces he's got, huh? I really want to get in combat, but yeah, look at that. That's a cool new model and cool new spell effect. So let's go to the last one then and wrap things up. You have to be fucking kidding me. Look at that shit. God Hulk Ramook's up now. If you remember, I went down there and he wasn't up. That was like less than 10 minutes ago. Anyway, this is the final one. This is the one that's been kind of befuddling me, so I apologize if I've made a mistake. I cannot find this guy, and I've tried to find him for quite a while now, over an hour. He just, I don't know, maybe he's just not been up. But Molthor, okay, officially listed at 6247-ish, but that does not tell the whole story. I've been at 6247-ish for a long time. I'm assuming that the Wowhead says above the gate between Stormsea Landing and Conqueror's Terrace. Now that is this, if that is correct, but I have never seen anything here. I don't know if it's supposed to be here, but I'm in the area of the coordinates. If I were a betting man, I'd be able to just /tar and he'd be up. I'd find him. Okay, so I'll recommend that to you as well. Likely on this bridge though, that's what it says. And if not, you just, when you come by for God Hulk Ramook, you can come back and swing by, see if he's here, and just hop up here. But if not, then I guess he's going to be probably down maybe in that little hut or something, that area down there. But either way, he's definitely in this area. Just not sure if he's on the bridge or below. I'm assuming on top. But that's that. Let's wrap this up. I got a few things to say before we go. Oh, one thing that I did find interesting. This guy, Molthor, the one we're talking about right now, he actually was one of the quest givers on the Yojamba Island for the old ZG faction. It's really interesting because so is Jinrock, right? The first boss in the raid. He was like the paladin gear guy. It's weird, but yeah, anyway. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hopefully this has helped you. I mean, I can't see how it hasn't helped you. If it hasn't, you must be blind or not. You don't speak English or something. This should have given you the direct locations. As I said in the description, it's going to be a /tar macro for every single one. And in parentheses is going to be their spawns, their coordinates. Now that might trip people up because the coordinates are not by default on the map. There's many add-ons that could do this for you. Okay, I'm not going to recommend individual ones. Find one that you like. Just type in map coordinates, World of Warcraft, in the curse kind of thing, and you will find one. Trust me. I think the one I'm using is literally called map coordinates, but this is just for the PTR. Other than that, these obviously are part of the meta achievement, so this is a guide to get that meta achievement, not to kill these. Perhaps Sai or maybe somebody else will do guides on individual ones. They are, in fact, the rare mobs, very similar to the old ones where they have a few mechanics and you can die from them, but there won't be any griefing, hopefully, in terms of tagging and stealing, stuff like that. So you shouldn't have much problems. Just kind of do the mechanics and you'll be fine. I hope you enjoyed. 5.2 is definitely on its way out. Okay, so look forward to a lot of new stuff. If you have any questions about any of these mobs, though, do let me know. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time. Get fucked.